Hello, 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 hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good evening to you, wherever you may be watching this from. Those that are watching right now, and those that will be joining us at the replay. So, if you're here with me, let me just say in that box that my liberation has come. My liberation has come. My liberation has come. Let me just say that in the chat box. So, wow, just got home from an event, an awards event. If you remember, I was talking about being, I think that's day three. I was talking about being nominated for 100 something awards. So, the award ceremony was actually today. I thought it was going to be Saturday initially, that was tomorrow, but it didn't eventually happen tomorrow. Beautiful. Nice to see you, Cynthia. Consistency is actually something that should be awarded. I hope you're excited for me. My voice is actually low because I'm stressed out. I've not eaten. I'm very hungry today, but today would actually be very short. And once again, I need to say sincere apologies for the time. We've been consistent for the last 6 days, and yesterday only had technical glitches that made us stay long. But today it was more like it was just inevitable, and then I'm just back at my home office for the session. So please, I think I would appreciate if some of you that are live right now just help us go. I think Favor has opened the group chat. Just help us go on the group chat to encourage us to join. I know a lot of people set their timing and the timers four, but four would have gone off and then they would have seen that the session was not on, and but we're back now, and today we'll just be taking just a few times. So if you're excited, let me see it in the comment section that my liberation has come, please. Let me see that my liberation has come. I'm still trusting that a lot of people will join us as we progress in this. But for you, if you have not dropped it, in fact, if you've dropped it initially, let me see you drop it that my liberation has come. If you're so sure about it, my liberation has come. Sardonyx, welcome. Cynthia, welcome. So today is day six, right? Yeah, thank you so much, Chinecherem. Chinemerem. I always thought you were Chinecherem. Welcome, Chinemerem. How was your day like? Let me even start from there before I proceed into Taufik. You're here too. I saw your post today earlier today. Samson, wow, you've been consistent. That is applaudable. Please, you can just me help Favor go to the chat box, not just the chat box. I'm talking about the WhatsApp group to tell others that we're now live, and then the liberation is currently happening, and then people are about to be shifted. And we promise, I'm making a personal promise not to go beyond 6 o'clock, or is that 7 o'clock? 7 day. The session will be rather short. This is my area of expertise, and I've always shared this is something I can share within 5 minutes, I can share within 10 minutes, I can share within 30 minutes, and still the existential liberation that is desired of you that you need, you'll still get it. Nora, it's been a long time, but welcome back. It's so exciting and interesting to have you join us today. Akinwumi Adeola, it's so nice to have you on the show today. So nice to have you on the show today. So let's have those that have not joined us. Let's just wait for about more like 5 more minutes to get some more people to join in before we continue, so that we'll not be doing a lot of recaps. Though I believe every other person will watch the videos. From the last sessions we've been having, we've averaged about 200 views. Hey, Avic Reality, welcome here. We've averaged about 200 views on all our videos, or 300 views. And our peak so far, the highest peak we've had while we were live was just about 120 something, and that was on the first day. Then, yesterday we even hit a peak of about 50. So we've had more people actually go to watch the recordings, the replays after the session. So I'm trusting that more people will join in later to catch up on the session. And I know Favor will do the due diligence on reaching out to people to actually watch the session. This session is going to be rather short. So let me just get in on it, right? If you're excited for us to get in on it, let's talk about it today. Are you excited to have me walk you through how you can build sustainable professional relationships in using LinkedIn? Oh, you are precious or Denu. Oh, that is wonderful. That is wonderful. I think I've been seeing your post, Precious. I've been seeing your post. That's wonderful of you. I've been seeing your post. Well done. God has blessed you. God has blessed you. So excited. Let me see it in the comment section that I am excited to be liberated today. So today is going to be like the penultimate liberation session, and tomorrow is where you're going to be having the shutdown, and then you're going to be inviting every single person to join. I'm believing that we would have a massive turnout tomorrow, because and tomorrow, let me just say this in advance, tomorrow's session will be going live by 7 p.m. West African time. 7 p.m. West African time. Is it 7 p.m. or 7:30 p.m.? So please, it's not going to be, if you realized on the flyer, we actually put 6 p.m. West African time, but from the confirmation of my schedules and Clinton's schedule, tomorrow is going to be really, really tight. So we would be having the session 7:30 p.m. West African time. Apologies to our brothers and our sisters that are overs, that are across the seas and hovers. Probably they will have to catch up live. Those that are able to join us, 3 a.m. their time, 6 a.m. their time, it's some time for some people, like people in America, it's going to be really, really early. People in UAE is also going to be really, really like late into the night. But if they're able to like just wake up in that night, and then tomorrow night, and then just get to join us, it's going to be really, really lovely. So, but still, liberation is going. The network went off. Okay, but please, if you are beautiful, nice to know you're fine, Cynthia. If you are joining us right now, I want you to note it down. I want you to note it down that tomorrow's session will be 7:30 p.m. West African time promptly. Promptly. It was supposed to be 6 p.m., but we have to reschedule for 7 p.m. So you'll be getting the notification of the live right immediately after the session. Favor will be sharing it even to your DMs. I will instruct her to share it in your DMs so that you are able to join in straight from your DMs, and you have the link handy with you. So please make sure you join. I believe 7:30 is going to be workable for a lot of Nigerians, because most of you would have been back from all your events from the day, and you'll be able to relax to a massive liberation shutdown show. And tomorrow I'm going to be definitely taking your time. We're going to be liberating you for like, we want to talk about how you can start right away. All the things we've talked about since day and right away. That is what we'll be talking about tomorrow. So please, you don't want to miss tomorrow from for anything. And then yes, you also want to go through your notes from day 1 to day 2 to day 3, because we'll be doing a lot of recaps tomorrow. Tomorrow will be like a groundbreaking question and answer session. So if there are so much questions you have that are not being answered or sorted yet in day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, today, the questions that will not be able to answer today because of the time constraint that we currently have, want to just spend, but by 6 we'll have off this call, by 7 we'll have off this call rather. So tomorrow is the day for you to come with your questions. Tomorrow is the day for you to be necessarily like, tomorrow is the, 7 is a figure that signifies perfection. So tomorrow is going to be the perfection of liberation in your lives. And tomorrow we are going to show you how you can start from your reality. Some of you have been engaged in favor that, oh, you don't even have the budget for the liberation community. You don't have the budget for the liberation implementation. How do you go and start from where you are currently, you know, even with the information we've shared with you in the last 6 days, 7 days? That is what we'll be talking about tomorrow. How you start from here. Because me, I'm as a person, I'm very, very interested. My founders know me, sorry. My partners, they know me. I'm by the grace of God, I'm the founder of two startups, and my president from my startups. And I believe right now, Clinton, my recent partner, you understand the fact that yes, I have the big dreams that I want to get. For example, initially when we're trying to put up this conference, one of the things we're looking for was to have great videography. But still, we have a lot of great videography going on. We wanted to even rent a what's it called? What's it called again? Camera. Wanted to rent camera, then also wanted to rent the shotlet for like an extensive 1 week, but the budget was way beyond our budget. Then we just had to make do with my home office. So yes, how do you deliver, how do you get results starting from where exactly that you are? Clinton, let me with the door. Starting from exactly where you are, so that you don't have your dreams clashing with your reality, or your dreams negating your reality and making you paralyzed such that you're not able to get results right where you are. That is what we'll be talking about tomorrow. So please, if the first 10 minutes, 20 minutes that we are having on this show, I'm emphasizing that you join tomorrow's session, you can know how important it is for you to really, really join. Because tomorrow I'll be showing you how you can, for people that are Nigerians and Yoruba people here, I will show you how you can go from Ajepako to being, sorry, from yes, Ajekpako to becoming Ajebota. The actual progression, how we should go, how you can close your eyes, shut your eyes against the realities that you have surrounding you, and then how you can forge ahead for the dreams that you have. So it is a major concept that we'll be sharing with you tomorrow. All right. How you can get your dreams done without necessarily waiting for your dreams to and to waiting for your dream resources to be available to you. So that's just the point. So today we want to talk about how you build sustainable professional relationships. If you're ready to be liberated, let me see in the comment section that my liberation has come. As that is our culture. Let's get about 10 of it to come to drop down right now. My liberation has come. And those that will be joining the session after, that will be watching the replay of this, make sure you type in the comment section that my liberation has come. It is very, very important that I see it end of the day that, oh, you actually, so say it in the comment section that my liberation has come if you really, really believe it. Let me see that in the comment section right away. Just 10 people, 10 people, or everyone that believes it. My liberation has come. Let's go. How many people are saying that already? Beautiful. Taufika was the first. I think Taufika should have been a gift from me. She's always very, very active. So my liberation has come. The first thing that I would like to out. Okay, recently I was in Abuja for a speaking engagement that I had, with all these major speakers, all these top profile speakers from. I was even the youngest on the on the train. Yes, I was the youngest on the train of speakers, and I was actually more like a keynote speaker. I was a keynote speaker, one of the major speakers. There were five speakers. There was a keynote presentation from a speaker. Then there were four other speakers, and I was part of the four other speakers. And then I had about an hour to myself to expressively talk about this same thing I'm going to be sharing with you live on this call. And but in the process of me preparing for that particular engagement, I got to understand that marketing, we've talked about how you need to be grounded in your personal finance. We've also talked about how you need to understand how to be a viral authority, especially the aspect of marketing. And in fact, yesterday we established that you are the best salesperson on planet Earth to market your product, and how you can leverage resources and platforms to actually get your products and services out there to customers and consumers and clients that are in need of the solution you're providing to the marketplace. However, I realized something crucially, that marketing will only get you the masses. If you need to make some strategy strategic business moves. You will need some strategic relationships that are able to help you make the moves where your money or your marketing cannot get you into. For example, if you're looking to get into some governmental cycles, if you're looking to get into or penetrate into the governmental sector, you're not going to be utilizing marketing. Marketing is only going to make you obvious to them. But for you to necessarily play the game of the big men, you need to understand the pedestals of building sustainable professional relationships and how to penetrate into cycles that are even outside of your network or outside of your reach or outside of your reach, and then get penetrated so that you are invited to the table and you are able to now present your offer and communicate the value that you desire, and then get the result that you desire from that particular audience. For example, as a business person, for example, as a business person, let's take for example that I have a product that I want it to be a mass market product in Nigeria. Yes, I can invest in all the marketing there is. I can invest in all the traditional advertising, online domination. Beautiful, that is just a part of it. But if the government decides to bring up a regulation that goes against the operation of that particular product I'm trying to penetrate into the market with, everything that I've been building practically will look as if it's going to waste. And that is why I'm in need of strategic business relationships, strategic professional relationships, so that I'm able to necessarily have kind of a say, not necessarily because I need to have a say, because if you realize, I told you some time ago that I think yesterday too, that there are three things in business as an individual. Number one, you need to have a secret place. Number two, you need to understand marketing. Number three, you need to be able to deliver good and excellent operations. So, and then that number one, really, God is everything. So when you have a good relationship with God, it definitely starts up something for you. However, you still need to, because there's something called favor with God and favor with men. Favor with God is something easy. Once you believe in Jesus Christ, that one you get it easy peasy, just easy peasy. You have favor with God, and the fact that you keep recounting to yourself that, oh, I have favor with God, I have favor with God, I have favor with God. More of this we'll talk about later. I may not be able to expressively talk about it here because of the time constraint, but understand that favor with God is something you have when you basically believe in Jesus Christ as your Lord and personal Savior. That is just the basic stuff, just to believe and being able to confess that, right? Then when you have that on the side, you need to be able to have and penetrate favor with men. And for that to happen, you need to understand and utilize the forces of building sustainable professional relationships. Now, let's go back to something that a lot of us Nigerians that are on this call would have a personal analysis of, and that is the recent 2020, is it 2023? I think the election was done, the presidential election that happened 2023, right? Yeah, beautiful. So the recent presidential election that happened in Nigeria, you can see the way, for example, I actually love the Peter Obi movement, the mass movement of the Peter Obi. And then there was this play of building professional relationship. There's something that played out when the His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu was declared the winner of the presidential election. Somebody said something. He said, a game that you've been playing for 30 years now came to fulfillment just now. Somebody said so. And then it brought me back to my decks, and I was like, whoa, wow, what is this game this person has been playing? This man, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The game I realized he has been playing was that he was strategically having people that, not necessarily because, yes, this has to do with control too, but because when it comes to the political aspect of this professional relationship stuff, there's a way they exact political power, right? But beyond power, I'm not even talking about power right here. Beyond power, I'm talking about how this man has strategically connected with every top person that had to do with those governmental sectors, so that by the time he was going to be coming up the stage, it was more like it was his time and it was his turn to rule. Beautiful. Peter Obi was able to penetrate the masses. Yes, he was able to penetrate the masses. But the only hedge that Bola Ahmed Tinubu had over Peter Obi was the fact that Bola Ahmed also had a number of the masses on his side. Then he now had more like those who are the hem of affairs on his side. So it now brings to you a picture of what I'm trying to project to you. Why you want to work towards marketing, why you want to be penetrative about your marketing, you also want to be understanding of the forces of building professional relationships and why you need to be at good slates with a lot of people. And this is what when the this particular thing I'm talking about make you understand the position or my position of what LinkedIn is all about. You remember I said LinkedIn is a professional pepper soup joint where professionals gather at the end of each day's work to ease themselves of the work pressure, and $1 million deals are closed there. By the way, in it, that is my definition of LinkedIn, right? But you can see how this is married uh, in something like, okay, after all the marketing procedures done, after all the marketing endeavors, after trying to push operations here and there, you are able to necessarily penetrate and build strategic relationships with strategic people. And then now, when I'm saying strategic people, I'm not necessarily saying that you need to be selective of the people you. Yes, definitely, because you need to be selective. I'll walk you through the three C's very shortly. But beyond being selective of people you're trying to, connect with, I'm talking about being able to recognize that you the cycle of how relationships are built, how something sustainable are built. So recently, I was invited I was at the headquarters of a major bank in Nigeria, one of the top banks. I think it's one of the top three banks in Nigeria. And then I was in their boardroom, and then that was early in January. I was privileged to be in there. I mean, the 12th floor, if I'm not mistaken, the 12th floor. The building was so tall. I looked at it like this. That was my first time going as high as that in my life. And then I was in their boardroom, and the moment I walked in the room, the person I was going to meet was saying he knows me very well. He knows me very well. I was like, wow, how do you know me? How did you know me, or how do you has been seeing my stuff on LinkedIn, that we are connected, probably we've had some one-on-one engagements, and that was how it was. And then he kept seeing on my good work, and then he's just interested in what I was bringing to the table for him and for the organization, for the banking organization. I was like, oh, wonderful, 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 wonderful. So now I'm going to talk about the intentionality, how the cycle of symbiotism, like you have it on my screen. Don't mind me, I'll be talking about a lot of maybe big Englishes, but I just want you to pay attention and follow me closely. So now, why do you actually need to build relationships outside of your current cycle? Number one, we've been able to establish that a little bit. I've showed you that because you might want to very soon, you might want to make some moves that marketing and money, or your authority and money, cannot necessarily get you easy peasy. Only only man no man kind of a thing, that, oh, I know this person that knows this person, and then I'm able to make the move as a result of that connection, as a result of that relationship I have there. Because everyone at one point in time is going to be in need of someone that knows someone that knows someone that can help them do something that money and marketing cannot necessarily do. I hope you are listening to me. All right, good. I hope you are listening to me. Let me see it in the comment section that I am listening, I am attentive, I am paying attention right there. I want to know I'm not talking to myself. Do I still have my people with me? Are you able to join? He's with you. Do I still have my people with me? I think I lost them. Hello? Okay, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Tafika says she's listening. Thank you. So now, before I go into the cycle of symbiotism in sustainable relationships, how you can get that done, let me first talk about this important fact. It is very, very important that you have a pure heart before you build any relationship. You don't want to go into a relationship. In fact, as an individual, I need to stress this and stress it as much as possible. You need to be good. And you need to be out there not to intentionally hurt people. It's something that is very, very important. I know they've taught you that probably the heart of man is wicked. Who can know it? That people are wicked. The wicked people out there. I'm not lying, and I'm not going to say there are no wicked people out there. But you as a person, you need to be a good person. All right, you need to have good within you. You need to wish people good. You need to wish people good if you want to build professional relationships that are sustainable. You need to be good. You need to be good at heart. You need to wish Denu good. Denu, definitely. I'm a good person. I wish you good. I'm not out to intentionally hurt you. And I'm not out to intentionally create systems or stuff that are going to deprive you of a number of things. And maybe that is why for a little bit of it, I'm quite very, very accessible to a lot of people, though I've tried to put a caution to that. However, you need to know that you need to be good. Be good at your heart. Is very, very important. There are a lot of people out there that are going into a relationship with the intention to actually hurt people, and that is wrong. You're not going to build something sustainable that way. Really, you need to be good. You are entering a relationship because you have something good at heart for the person. All right? Be good. Be good and be good. Be good in your heart. Don't be hurt to intentionally hurt anybody. If someone is going to be hurt by you, let it be an oversight. And as much as possible, try to. My Bible says something, and the Bible says something, and I feel every one of us should walk with it. They say, follow peace with all men and holiness without which no man shall see the Lord. Practically, what that means is that we should try as much as it's in our capacity to do, to be at peace with everyone. So it practically means in your own self, in your own mind of minds, you're not out there to intentionally hurt anybody. So if someone is actually offended by what you did not do, it would be that you did not know that the person got offended by the act. So that by the time the person is reaching out, you are like probably caught in surprise that, oh, I'm so so sorry, and you're able to apologize. So please be good. Please be good. I cannot stress this issue very, very much. Please be good. However, I know people there's a lot of discrepancy about, oh, you get readed if you are too good and the likes of it. Please, that's why it may be true in a context, but really there's difference between being good and being gullible. That's the truth. And being good doesn't mean you are saying yes to every single thing. Sometimes your goodness and the fact that you are good to someone means that you are telling the person no at some instances and in some point in time. There was a time when one of my close friends, I don't even need to cover his name. His name is Emmanuel Lundoka. I reached out to him for something, and then he told me no. And he didn't even give me a reason. He told me no, but it was good to me. It was eventually that about 2 weeks later that I now went back to the conversation and I realized that the no he had given me, if he had given me a yes, I would have regretted the fact that he gave me a yes because of what eventually panned out of what I was reaching out to him for. So sometimes when I'm saying you should be good to people, I'm not saying you should always say yes to people's I'm not saying you're supposed to say yes to everything someone says to you, or when someone reaches out to you and say, oh, they are in need of this thing, oh, you say yes, or when someone is saying they are in need of money, you are saying yes all the time. No, that is you being just overtly accessible and the likes of it. It means practically you don't have standards or something, or you don't have priorities. Being good means you're able to say yes, you're able to say no, but you are not out to intentionally hurt anyone. All right, are you with me? So that is the first level. So now let's talk about the three C's of symbiotism in building sustainable relationships. Number one, connecting with people. Okay, there are three, and these three, the way they are arranged, the truth is it can start from any of the three. There are three. Let me just list them the way they are. Number one, connect. Number two, celebrate. Number three, communicate. If you got those three things, type it in the comment section for me right now. Number one of the cycle of symbiotism in sustainable relationships building, number one is connect. Number two is celebrate. Number three is communicate. If you got those three things, let me see it in the comment section right away. I want to know you're paying attention, please. Who is dropping it first? There's a lot of stories I would love to share in terms of illustrations that are going to give you necessary pictures about these things I'm about explaining. But the time constraint we have, I have just 90 minutes left on this call, and because I have to actually be in another meeting by 7, so I would probably Clinton will continue engaging you guys, but let me just round off my session as fast as possible because there are so many stories that are coming to my mind. But I can assure you, when you join the liberation implementation, and please let me quickly talk about the liberation implementation and liberation community, the difference, because I got that some people from Favor are saying that they did not understand the differences between liberation implementation and liberation community. You see, liberation community is the general platform that every one of you that joined this session need to be on. You have to be in that community because this is liberation cohort 1. Cohort 2 will be coming up. So once you join that liberation community, you have practical access to all the cohorts that we having about liberation conference. All the cohorts. So it's liberation conference, you are hoping it to be a monthly event. All right. But even beyond the monthly events, we'll be having live sessions from time to time with top leaders in various industries to come and coach you and liberate you about various aspects of your life, from personal finance to health to everything. They'll come time. Then also the cycle, the community is also like a community of all you like minds, all of us like minds, to come together and work with all these foundations we've established and try to be more like accountable to ourselves to get results from them, and then while we're supporting ourselves in whatever endeavors we are having. So that it is going to be a group chat. There's a group chat to it, then there's also a channel to it. So everyone, actually, it is mandated that you join. In fact, it is compulsory you join, especially if you continue to be liberated over and again. So when you join in with the amount, with the when you join the early birds, it is when you join the early birds, you get to be a part of, you get to the liberation community for the rest of next year. And then all our programs, you get to be a part of it. All our challenges, you get to be a part of it. Now for the liberation implementation program, that one is actually, in short, it is a make money challenge for December. It's just 30, it's a 30 days program. And the beautiful thing about liberation implementation, if you sign up for liberation implementation, you get an automatic addition. You get an automatic access to the liberation community and to all programs in the liberation community. It is also in the liberation community that you'll be getting the mastered recordings of these sessions that we've had from day 1 through to day 7 tomorrow. You'll be getting the mastered recordings in sequence. Then also you'll be getting the mastered ebook format of all the sessions so that you can always go and read. But whether or not you eventually join the liberation community, you still have the replays here in video format on YouTube, but only accessible via the links that have been shared with you on the WhatsApp groups of the liberation conference. However, it is, if you are not able to join the liberation implementation, which is actually a make money challenge, make more than $1,000 in 30 days challenge for December, myself and Clint will be holding you accountable for what that niche you are in. Sorry. For that niche you are in, you are going to necessarily hold your hands and mentor you to get clarity, then position yourself, and then reach out, market yourself, and then start building your authority, and then actually make money immediately, and then also have an awesome personal finance going on, within that 30 days frame. So it's actually a closed WhatsApp mentorship platform. That's liberation implementation. And then so that's the difference. So the difference is that when you join liberation implementation, you get automatic access to liberation community, And for liberation community, it is more like an extended Telegram, community group that is both channel feature and then also chat feature, that is the group feature. So please, I believe you understand the differences between the both packages and programs now. So now I was saying that when you are able to join the Liberation Implementation Program, I'm going to necessarily hold your hand and walk you through how to build these relationships. Two of my founders, and in fact, Clinton, this was how we got connected. We built and then we started doing things together. It went through the route of connecting, celebrating, and communicating over and again. Clinton was always in my DM celebrating the moves, not necessarily always, time to time in my DM celebrating things, the little post I made on LinkedIn, and then eventually when I decided to launch out the how to make your first $1,000 on LinkedIn class, he just messaged me and communicated that, oh, this particular thing that right there, that is also something he's going to work on. And he was like, I don't know, that he was going to still reach out to me sometime later to say that can we collaborate on the project. And I was like, oh, awesome, let's have the collaboration done. But there was the cycle had been initiated after Clinton connected with me, and then I reciprocated the connection. And then eventually, from time to time, I've been seeing his stuff, which I'll explain right here right now. So now, the first C, the three C's I listed, sometimes it will start with celebration, sometimes it will start with communication, sometimes it will start with connection. However, I just listed them in that sequence that I listed them for you to, because connect, when you count the number of letters in the word connect and the number of letters you have in the word celebration, celebrate, and the number of letters you have in the word communicate, you are going to realize that connect has to be the one with the lowest count of letters, then followed by celebrate and followed by communicate. So it just made sense to arrange them in that cascading format. So that was why connect came first. So the point I'm trying to make is that the cycle can be initiated from any corner. It can start from communication, it can start from celebration instead, and over and again. However, let's just explain it in that cascading format as we have listed it. So number one, connect. When we mean connect with people, I see a lot of people, and okay, can you picture a scenario where you wake up in the morning in your estate and you are knocking each of your neighbor's door and you are introducing yourself. I am Denu. This is what I do. How are you doing? I would like to be connected with you. Then you go to the next door neighbor and then you knock again. Hi, I'm Denu. What's your whole name? And then you are exchanging phone contact. Then you go like throughout 500 buildings in your estate, and you are doing right there every single morning. Hi, hello, I'm Denu. Hello, I'm Denu. How are you? What's your name? I'm Denu. I'm Denu. I'm Denu. People will practically tag you crazy. Am I correct or wrong? Or can you picture that being done? Does that look practical? Does that look like it makes any sense? Like nothing is bringing you together. You are just so out there that you are knocking on everybody's door, disturbing their peace, and then you are saying, "Hi, I'm Denu. This is what I do. This is what I do." Do I have people with me? Is anybody following me? Or you are just on the market and you are introducing yourself to everybody in the market square, and you're saying, hi, hello, I'm Denu, hello, I'm Denu, hello, I'm Denu, hello, I'm Denu, hello, I'm Denu. This is actually what a lot of you do when you go to networking events. You are with your phone, you are trying to collect the numbers of every single body there. And the truth is, when you question yourself, that why are you necessarily collecting this person's number, you realize that in fact there's no point in your legend when you and this person are supposed to necessarily connect, because there's no exchange of value right now or right in the future coming forward. But you are all about the place trying to network with this person without necessarily being connected with the person. So now, what does connection means? Connection has to do with your body, soul, and spirit. When you define connection, you cannot separate connecting with that and from it. Connecting has to do with an intentionality, something. There's a point of resonation, there's a point of contact, there is a point of interference, there's a point of collision between two parties, them to connect. The point is, no connection can happen if there is not a clash, or if there is not a collision or an interference of either interest, of goals, of of bodies, or whatever. The point is, there's no a connection is impossible if there's no interference involved. Are you with me? So now, why are you the point is, you are not expected to necessarily connect with anybody when there's no point of resonation, when there's no resonance between you two. And this is what saves you from building vague numbers. All right, this is what saves you from building vague numbers. Initially when I started on LinkedIn, what I was doing was that I was always sending out the blue button, connect, 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 connect. And that is what some of you are still doing. You go on LinkedIn, they have told you that you need to optimize your profile. Beautiful, you optimize your profile, you need to connect with top leaders in your industry. And then these top leaders that you are reaching out to, click the blue button from. I'm not saying it is bad for you to connect with top leaders, but clicking this blue button, and there is no, you yourself, that you don't think something can bring you guys together. Like, you're not sure, there's no intentionality there, there's no point of resonance, and then you are just clicking the blue button to build up your numbers. You are not actually building any relationship there. That is not how to build something that is going to be sustainable. For a professional sustainable relationship to be built, there needs to be a point of resonation between both parties, or from party A in to party B, and so party A is now reaching out to party B to see if it is mutual, and then a relationship can be established. Are you with me? If you got that right, let me see, my liberation is here. I'll not be able to go further deep down because of the time constraint, but I believe by the time Clinton is going to be coming on board, he's going to be cementing some of the words I've shared. The second thing is celebration. Okay, a lot of us, or a lot of you, do not understand the principle of building relationship, especially when it comes to celebration. You're reaching out to Denu, and the first thing you're asking Denu, because I was in an event today and someone is reaching out to me, and then the person just wants to call in my phone number, and I'm like, oh, why are you collecting my phone number? What do you need my phone number for? And that's just all. Beautiful. That is just all. You just want to collect my phone number. You just want to add it to your phone contact. And then I'm just like there, where I'm just like there. The truth is, every single person in this world wants to feel important. So if you're trying to build a relationship, if you're looking at a potential relationship with someone, one of the ways you're actually supposed to build a relationship with this person is by making the person feel important. And that is practically celebrating the person genuinely. I do this a lot when I reach out to people I want to connect with on LinkedIn. I do a profile of them. I try to look into what they've been necessarily doing. And then I reach out to them. I'm like, hi, this also thing that you did is so inspiring to me, blah and blah. And then I want to be connected with you, something like that. Or maybe it is in a networking event. I'm reaching out to the person. I'm saying, oh, I like the way your perfume smells. Like, I like the scent of your perfume. Like, what brand is that? I would love to get my own. And then the person looks at me. The person celebrates the fact that the person looks at me, and then the person acknowledges the fact that I actually celebrated his or her decision to choosing and wearing that perfume of that day. And the person decides to, because I made the person's decision for that day to feel very, very important. Well, I can be such a weird person. Ntoluwalashe, I can actually be such a weird person. But just understand the principles I'm sharing, right? So you make this person feel so important, and then the person decides to just give themselves to you. They give themselves to you, and then from there you can now connect to the person. When I'm saying connect now, you can decide to say, oh, would you mind sharing, exchanging, would you mind us exchanging contact to probably, exchange calls sometime later? And I'm like, yes, why not? I mean, this is something that made me feel so important. I'm like, oh, I'm feeling on top of the world because the person told me that my perfume choice was just so wonderful, that the person likes my smell, or the person likes the way I wore my clothes, or the person likes the way I styled my hair, celebrated something that is really, really personal to me due to detail. Because when you are going to be building a relationship with someone, there's no how you're not going to notice. There's no, because if there was always a point of connection, there's no how there's not going to be a detail that only you can see and appreciate in that person. All right. So celebration is very, very key. On LinkedIn, it is also very, very amazing. You make posts that talks about how you feel inspired by what someone has done, someone that you're probably looking to build a relationship with, what the person has done. And let me give you, well, necessarily, you don't necessarily go out there to be friendly with people, but just like I said, you're good. You're not out to intentionally hurt people. You're not out to intentionally hurt people. And again, if someone is going to be giving you a vibe of not wanting to connect with you, that shows to you that the connection or the point of resonation is not reciprocated. So you can either withdraw or decide to press a little bit further. All right. And don't worry, I'm going to teach you in the next thing of in the next session of consistency. Okay. In the next session of consistency, I'm going to show you how you can get someone to eventually fall in love with you. Right? Even if in the first instance they were like, oh God. Let me even tell you how awkward it was when I met Clinton. I was like, Clinton came to me, was like, hi Denu, I know you. I was like, oh, you know me. Okay, okay. I think I know your face. I've been seeing your picture everywhere or something, because he was always in people's comment sections. And so he said, okay. And it was like, oh, you want to have my contact? I was like, okay. You want to have my contact? I was so bland as that. You want to have my contact? I said, okay, that's all right. And then I gave it to him, you know. But I just looked at him in one mind, and I'm like, I just noted him with the side of my eye. I noted him with the side of my eye, and then he just went and went. But the point was, he kept doing it. I don't want to penetrate into consistency yet. So let me just talk about celebration. So you make the person feel important, and the person just gets over to you most of the time at the initial call. Some of the time it is after a sequence of you, because if you want to necessarily build a relationship with someone, it's something that can be sustainable in the first place. It's not going to be something that is based off clouds. All right, it's not going to be something that is based off clouds. So if yes, you want to necessarily relation is something that you should be able to personally sustain the energy for a long time. All right. So you make posts about the person, probably, especially if it is has to do with LinkedIn, or if it has to do with physically, from time to time, you still show the person, even if the person is not giving up the same vibe, eventually the person is going to fall. Show the person that, oh, you actually appreciate the person, not because you are looking to get anything at the moment, but because you actually genuinely appreciate the person. Then the next thing is communication. So celebration has to do with the second layer that building sustainable business relationship can actually start from. I'm trying to wrap this whole thing up for you to just get some understanding. The next thing is communication. Communication can be like, hi, I am Denu, and this is what I'm looking to do. Sometimes it can be communication that is upfront. Communication has to do with you bringing the value you represent to the table, and it's actually two-faced. Communication is in two phases. Communication is number one. You keep sharing the value. You keep on the work that you've been doing outside of the person's cycle. Again, the principle of you don't want to show that you are necessarily desperate to be a part of this person's cycle. All right, because you have a lot of work going. So the person looks at you and like you are busy. And that is what I actually add of cleansing. When I stumble on his status after probably a lot of things I've done in the day, and I stumble on his status and I'm seeing from event to event, I'm like, this guy is just everywhere with events. That's what comes to my head. And this same strategy also with all the relations I've built so far. These people want to actually necessarily see you are busy. You are not someone that is just actually maybe jobless or is not doing stuff. So you want to keep sharing. Communication has to do with you keep sharing the value that you represent, maybe on your personal pages or across the platform that you're connected with the guy, or even in your own general cycle. You're busy with what you're generally doing. You're not, and that is why I like to tell people that building relationships is not about messaging someone every single day that I how are you doing today, sir? I trust you're fine. How is your wife doing? See, if you are trying to build a relationship with me and that is the strategy you are using, you're going to bore me off. I'm going to be like, don't you have a job? All right. So communication has to do with, oh, number one, I get on my phone maybe after the long day work and I'm seeing that, oh, this person that collected my number the other day, the person is doing something very, very wonderful that has to do with sustainable development goals. I'm like, oh, that is wonderful. God has blessed you. Keep doing what you're doing in my mind. And that's what I'm thinking of. Or that is on one level. Then the second layer of connection communication has to do with you actually reaching out to the person outrightly and like, oh, I need also assistance from you. For example, whether it is a job or it's a gig that you're in need of, a person is to me and is saying, oh, I am in need of this from you. For example, someone that reached out, there's a story that was shared recently of someone that reached out to work with a particular company about 3 years ago. She reached out to the CEO of the company about 3 years ago. That was how she built the connection. That was how the relationship was built. It was via an initial communication that I am so, I can do so, and I need so, and I am the best person for the job. Do you believe that the CEO did not respond to this lady? However, he saw the message and then he noted the message in his head. And that is what a lot of people who are looking to build, a lot of all these top people you are looking to build relationships with. This is what they do. Say they notice in their head. But you know what? The CEO kept tabs on the girl's page. He saw that the girl continued to, do great stuff, from on a project to building a partner team and delivering a project, to get volunteering for his stuff. He he saw that this girl kept communicating the value she resonated and was not just on that what's it called on his email with that information or and saying that, oh, I need a job, I need a job. It was not every day in the day, I need this job, I need you, just please give me this job and the likes of it. Saw what was going on and eventually about 3 or some years later reached out to the girl himself and said, I've been seeing your work. Actually replied the email and gave the girl the job in tens of thousands of dollars. The girl communicated an outright communication. Well, an outright communication that was a mix celebrating what the CEO was doing with his startup or company, and then actually trying to build a connection with him. And then while not stopping on the communication she herself in terms of the value she was putting out there for the world to see, from the principles we shared in viral authority, she continued to feed this CEO with things that she has done. When I'm saying feed, I'm not saying in his DM. I'm saying the CEO just kept tabs personally. And that is what a lot of top people do. When you reach out to them like that, they notice you and they just keep tabs personally and they are waiting for when you do that thing that makes them feel like, oh, this person is definitely worthy of being a part of my cycle. So what a lot of people do not know is that they are trying to connect, collect all the numbers. They collect all the numbers and they just go MIA. There's no communication of value on their pages. There's no obvious track record of saying that, oh, this person is someone that is actually valuable to be a part of this network that is trying to penetrate into. The point I'm trying to make is that sometimes, or even most of the times, the way to keep building a sustainable relationship is by keeping, hey, Jesus is Lord. English will not stress my life. The way to build sustainable relationship most of the time, or sustainable relationship most of the time, is built over a sustained communication of value, or you keep being a valuable person. All right. And that is actually how I got connected with Clinton, to be very, very honest. How the relationship between me and Clinton started. Because I think that's the highlight right here. You know, Clinton was busy in his own space. He was not desperate to be connected to be a part of my network. And I was not, in fact, because he was the one that initiated the conversation. So definitely I'm not the one that is desperately looking to even be a part of his network. But we connected, and then I just have him on my hand, like everybody on my hand. And then I kept on he was doing. By the way, Clinton is a lot older than me. I think I can mention that on the call. So, but the point was, I kept you and how valuable a person he was. And then that was just on my mind. So by the time he eventually reached out for a partnership, or he reached out to say to make to talk on something I was working on, it was easy for us, or easier for us to like build the relationship and then decide to come and partner together. So that is what I'm trying to say, actually. And I hope you understand the sequence. Did you get the sequence? If you got the sequence, you know our code. Our code is my liberation has come, isn't it? My liberation has come. Let me see that in the comment section. So, consistency is very, very important in relationship building. Like I said it. So, if number one, everything I've said, especially today, Clinton is going to be coming up shortly, and I know he's going to be doing a great work because I need to leave as soon as possible to join another meeting. Clinton, I think he's using. So, so Clinton is going to be coming up shortly, but in terms of everything I've shared, again, I'm not able to share existentially how everything really is like. But I need you to understand that all these things I've said are things that are really, really foundational to building professional relationships. Number one, you connect with people. You connect with intention, people you necessarily resonate with. You don't just connect, you're not just everywhere all over the place clicking the blue button on LinkedIn or offline trying to collect everybody's phone number in a networking conversation or in a networking event. No, that's not connect. You connect with intentionality. All right, you connect because you are the one, you are at peace with yourself. Are you with me? You are at peace with yourself, and you are at peace in the networking game. So you want to still be able to be in the frame of power. You want to have that frame of power going on, being able to manage the people you are getting to be connected with. So you have to connect with intentionality and connect with people you're resonated with. Then the next thing is celebrating people. The first thing, the point of celebrating people is just to make them feel important, while also necessarily being able to tap into their area network. For example, the truth is, when someone tells me something that so interests me, for example, if I am married and then you walk up to me and tells me that, and you tell me something so great about me that probably no one has, well, it's not like no one has told me before, but like I feel so much appreciated. I go home and I'll tell my wife. All right, I tell people that are close to me that, did you realize what this person talked to me, and this is what this person told me. Practically you're already penetrating into my network like that. And if you when you do it on LinkedIn, it is just like this. It is because the way LinkedIn and every social media or the internet work, that everything is interconnected. So when you celebrate someone that is actually doing quite a bunch in their field, and with intentionality, you celebrate this person with genuinity, and you post on the person on your timeline, and you tag this person, the algorithm sends to the person's network, so that the person's network can see how you celebrated this person. And before you know it, a few traction of the person's network is actually coming to you. You are actually practically stealing into the person's network. That is how it works. So celebration, you celebrate, number one, to make the person feel important. Number two, to tap into the person's area network. Are you with me? Then I'm actually a good husband material matter. You can send in your resume to know if you'll be a good wife. That's just a joke. So the next thing is not collaboration, is communication. You communicate, number one. You communicate outrightly to the person. When you are in need of the person assistance on a project, you need to be able to go out and actually ask them that, Denu, please, can you help me on something? And I like to tell people, whether even if it is of money, but a lot of people have so bastardized communicating or reaching out to people for help as regards money, that is now like their default setting. Any little thing, they are reaching out to people that, please, can you borrow me money? But that is not how you build. You don't build sustainable. Someone just connected with me. I think I can mention in Jos, and I saw in my DM recently, like the person was asking me for a ridiculous amount of money. When I say ridiculous, I mean something that I should even just slap the person with. And I'm like, wait, are you saying that before you collected my contact information, there was nobody in your network that could provide you this ridiculous amount of money? Because it looks like a slap in my face you to ask me that small amount of money, really. Well, that is how some of you build relationship, and it is wrong. It is wrong. I've actually been there before. I've had to ask money from people, you know, that I with maybe just in a short while, and I saw how it ended. And then I don't, I'm talking from experience, and I don't, it is not a good way to build good relationships. Please, if you have built relations based on that, go and apologize to that person that I'm sorry for, that is stupid of me to have done. It's not bad if you reach out to people to ask for money. It's not bad if you reach out to them to give you money. I can give you if I have overflow enough to give you and bless you with. But you shouldn't be collecting my number yesterday, and the next thing I'm saying today is that, I can you please send me 2,000 naira? I mean, there's your mommy and your daddy that you can collect 2,000 naira from, not Denu that you just met at a networking event. Are you with me? So yes, whereas I mean, when you are connecting with people, when you are communicating with people, it could mean that you are reaching out to them for assistance. But your assistance can be money, but it is not supposed to be only money, because it is not money that you are in need of. There are more things than money that you are in need of. You are in need of access. So when you are in need of access, for example, this person knows someone that is in a that is the top leader in a particular field that you are looking to penetrate. That is why you need the person. That is why you need the person. Then communicate, so that, and communicate in such a way that, a communication also in the sense of you actually rolling out rolling out information about the value you possess on your own personal feed, that this person sees that you're actually someone that is someone of value, someone that is tangible, someone that is not jobless, or someone that is not overbearing, and what's the word right here, entitled, someone that is not entitled. All right, so this person see that, oh, you're actually someone that is building something tangible, and you are not reaching out to the person, you are not communicating to the person or reaching out for assistance because of entitlement. You are reaching out, based off the fact that you're actually someone that the person have seen that, oh, you're actually someone of value. All right, so that is what we're talking about. Are you with me? So then you now follow up with consistency, because that's the beauty of it. If you are going to be building a, there were some top people that I met today, and I was like, Salem Kim was around, and I can say this boldly, I don't still have anything that I feel can bring myself and Salem King, Blessing Abeng for now together, because I'm not yet seeing the connection yet. There's no point of resonance. I love what they do, and I celebrate what this guy is doing. Imagine, in fact, I'm following Salem King on LinkedIn, and I react on all his posts. I love his voice. Blessing Abeng, I love what she does. She inspires me a lot in the social entrepreneurship space, even though she's quite has left her company in Investing for Good that she founded. But the point is, I'm not yet seeing something that makes me want to be in the network of these people yet. So when I see, hello, when I see this is the same thing, the same cycle of symbiotism in sustainable relationships, give me, I give you back, that I'm going to be presenting to them. And then I'm going to definitely penetrate into their cycles, and then definitely we're going to do stuff together. But for now, I don't necessarily see why I need to get their contact, because I may not be able to maximize that relationship. So, like, the point is, why connect with people when you are not able to maximize? Well, there's also something about connecting and archiving, actually, is another principle, but only people that join the liberation implementation will get to understand that principle, connection and archiving, because there are some connections you make once in a lifetime that you'll not be able to make anytime again. All right, don't worry, join liberation implementation, you can see the information in the news highlight that is going on. So I just want to give it up for Clinton right now. Clinton will be using this system because we are not able to connect on the other gadgets. All right. So that'll be my time. I need to go off for another meeting. I believe you have been blessed. Clinton is also going to be talking about the Liberation Implementation Program and why you need to join as soon as possible before it goes to $55, and also about the Liberation Community and why you need to join. So Clinton is going to be coming right now to also give you guys value, I think, for the next 15 to 30 minutes. And I believe your liberation is here. So celebrate that already. So Clinton, let's have you, please. Okay.
Hello. Hi, everyone. Good day to you. If you are happy to see me one more time, if you believe that your liberation is it's almost perfected, if you believe that at the end of this session, this 7 days masterclass, you are going to be a change entity. I want you to drop your fire emojis. You know how much I love those fire emojis. So I'm back again, wanting you guys to put the fire emojis in the chat box. Right? Good evening, everyone. It's Clinton Okhai again, and I'm happy to be here talking to you guys. I want to apologize for restarting an hour late this time around. We had to go for an event, and for those of you that are in Lagos, you already know how terrible the traffic can be sometimes, especially on Friday, right? Apologies on our end because we could have foreseen this happening, even though we left the event before it closed, right? But the traffic that we met was just a little bit too much, and where we are, our headquarters here that we're doing this live video stream for is a bit far from there. So we got back a little bit late. Sorry for delaying. You know how much I appreciate your time already, right? Because I'm one person that values time, and I believe, right, that I should also value other people's time the way I value my own time. So thank you guys for staying with us. Thank you guys, right? You I'm seeing Martha say she doesn't have fire emoji. Wow. You can drop any other emoji you have, Martha, if you don't have fire emoji. Okay, so let's go straight into it. Um, Denu has given you guys like the the whole thing actually, right? But I'm gonna be saying some specific things. But before I begin, if you got value from what Denu said to you, please give me more emojis. I need you guys to make me know that you are ready for what I have to say. Right? I need those fire emojis. If you don't have fire emojis, you can give me another emoji that is, that will show me that you are energized for what I have to say. Okay? Wonderful, wonderful. Keep them coming, keep them coming. So, like I said, Dano has given you guys the breakdown of how to build sustainable strategic relationships. But this is what I want to tell you guys, right? It's something that has worked for me because in my journey, right, in my journey to the point that I find myself, even right from when I was on Twitter, for those of you that do not know, I've not really dig deep into my background story, right, of how I started on social media, trying to build my personal brand and all that, right? So last year I used to try and build on Twitter, and even right from Twitter, right, I understood that for you to grow fast, you need to be able to reach out to those people down top, right? They are gonna it is them that will be able to stretch down their hands and bring you up at a faster rate because you see everything about life is spiritual. Everything about life, follows principles. There are principles to doing things. There are principles to getting rich, right? There are principles to getting in places of high positions, right? And you need to follow these principles because without following these principles, it's going to be hard for you to get what you want. Right now, the principle of getting into a higher realm is understanding that there are realms that you will not be able to access, right? There are dimensions you cannot enter into because there are certain keys, right, that unlocks this dimension, that unlock, right, these realms. And if you do not have this key, if you are not in that realm, you will not be able to unlock this door yourself. So you need someone that is there already to use the key to unlock, to open the door and usher you in, right? You need someone to stretch for their hands, right, and bring you into this realm that they are in already. This thing works in every aspect of life, in the religious aspect, right, in the professional aspect, right, in anything entirely that you find yourself. There are positions that you need people to put you into, right? So I realized this from the onset, right? I've known this for a while, though, even before I started building my online presence, my personal brand, right? I've known that to connect, you need to connect with people, right? So that it will be easy for you to get access to things. Because like what Denu said, there are some needs that you have, right? That marketing, right? Money might not be able to get you these things as fast as you want. But if you have the right connections, it's gonna be easy, right? It's gonna be easy for you to, get these things because you are highly connected. Now, here's the thing: for you to really connect with people. Oh, I've not finished my story, right? So, back when I was on Twitter, I was really trying to connect with people like Francis Ole. If you know Francis Ole, he is one of the big Nigerian creators there on Twitter, right? Connect with some other people, and this helped me to some point. Although I was my personal brand was not going as fast as I could, but I had access to these people. I was able to have access to some specific knowledge. And when I came to LinkedIn, I continued that process, and I saw a lot of people were doing things in different ways, right? I was not particularly looking to build so much followers at a fast rate because Twitter has schooled me. Twitter has it's not so easy to grow followers that fast on Twitter, right? So I wasn't expecting a fast growth like that on LinkedIn. So I was more focused on building relationships, right? Building relationship mostly with people that are even with international people because I have always wanted to build an international brand for myself. If you know me fully well, I'm one person that does not play with build having relationships with people that are international, right? People from all over the world because I see my brand as an international brand, right? Even things that I sell, my products, my services, right? My premium offers, they are all charged in dollars because I'm positioning my brand as an international brand, right? If you want to position your brand as an international brand, or rather, if you believe that you are worthy to be an international brand, right? I want you to put it in the chat box that I am an international brand. Yes, if you believe that you are worthy to be an international brand, that you are worthy to be paid in dollars, or that you are worthy to start charging in dollars, not necessarily your local currency. If you're in America, dollars is your local currency. But if you're in places like Pakistan, India, Nigeria, Ghana, Kenya, you know, you want to start charging in dollars. You do not want to just be a local champion, right? Because if you have the right mindset, sorry, I just drank juice. I'm part of the juicy team, so I always drink juice. I drink just water and juice, and I think I've had a lot of juice right now. I don't know if Arif is here. He sent me a lot of juice earlier today. So, like I was saying, you want to position as an international brand and connect with people internationally so that you'll be able to have access, right, to things that you not necessarily have if you're focused on just building, you know, a local brand. So, let me give you the secret, right? The major secret of building strategic relationships, right? Sustainable relationship. My number one secret being is leading with value, right? I always lead with value in any relationship that I enter, right? I try to give, right? No matter if the person has 100,000 followers, no matter if the person has 50,000 followers, right? No matter if the person is one of the biggest people in their industry, I would find a way to help this person. I'll find a way to be of value to this person because I understand that when you are coming from a point of value, people are going to pay more attention to you. People are going to remember you easily, right? Take yourself for instance, right? The people that remember the most are people that have helped you in the past. Although there are some ungrateful people, and I believe that you are not ungrateful. I believe you guys here are not ungrateful, right? I believe you are grateful for all the value we have come to share for the past 6 days, right? And like I said, most people are not ungrateful. Most people remember those that have helped them in the past. So if you help me to do something, if you gave me a tip, right? Or if you did something for me for free, or you just find a way to give value to me, I'll be grateful. I will always remember you. And more importantly, I will want to reciprocate, right? Now, the principle of reciprocity, right, is of reciprocity rather, it's one thing that it establishes itself when it comes to relationship. You need to understand the principle of reciprocity. Human beings are engineered to reciprocate whatever it is that somebody gives to them, right? It stems down to our very from how would I put it now? From the very beginning of the human race, right? We are engineered to reciprocate. If somebody does good to you, you would feel like you owe the person one. You will want to reciprocate back to this person, give this person something to, right? We don't like to owe people. So, sorry, when somebody does something for you, you want to give them, so you just feel obliged to do something for them too. So, if you do something for somebody that is in a higher position, automatically this person feels obliged to help you back, right? They just feel the need to give value back to you. They might not give you value immediately, right? They might just give you more access to them, right? They might just, bring you closer to them, remember your name. Let me give you guys some instances. Like I said, when I came to LinkedIn, I tried to find people to connect with on a deeper level because I don't believe in just surface connections, just engaging in the comment section or send how you doing. Hope you have eaten. Hope your day was nice in the DMs. I know a lot of you do that. Some of you have come and asked me how you doing today. Have you eaten? Shooting gel. I'm not a barber, but stop doing that. Right? If you want to build a connection with somebody, you should ask the right questions. You should be able to, find a way to live with value. Find a way to give to this person. I'll give you an instance. How I connected with Niger branch chick, right? Nelly. If you know Nelly Abogo, you know that she's one of the biggest people when it comes to marketing in Nigeria, right? In Africa, right? And I've been eyeing her for over a year. I've been trying to find a way to connect with this woman because she has so much value. And I believe that there will be so much opportunity that I'll get from connecting with this person, from to this woman rather, right? And I first came across her on Instagram, then Twitter. Then when I came to LinkedIn around the same time that she started building her brand on LinkedIn. So I was one of our very first 1,000 followers. I followed her immediately. I was like, I will find a way to give this woman value so that she remembers me, so that she knows my name, so that we can be able to have a connection and chat in the DMs. And I went about initially trying to show up in her comment section, right, every day, try to make sure that, this woman notices me. And when I saw that she was beginning to notice me, I took it to the DMs. I first went through her profile, went through her content, and then I noticed that she wasn't doing carousels back then. So I went to meet her and I was like, Mama, because if I want to connect with people, I try to find a way to, come to them from a point of respect, even if you are older than me, right? Because I believe in respect. I respect both those that are older than I am and those that are younger than me. Because if you want to build relationship, you need to respect the person that you're trying to build relationship with. If you do not respect me, for instance, and you are trying to build a relationship with me, you don't respect my time, right? You don't respect the value that I hold. You don't respect anything about me, right? I will not give you attention. I will only give attention to people that respect the person that I am, that respect what I have to offer, that respect what I do, that respect my time. So I try my possible best to respect everybody because you need to be understanding. You need to have empathy to try and understand people. How is this person, right? What would this person like? What is this person doing right now? Will this person have my time? If I start talking this particular way, will this person understand me? Right? So I went to Nelly, like I said, I sent her some couple of voice notes, explained to her why she should start doing carousels, and I even offered to do carousel for her, right, for free. And she listened to the voice notes and she loved it. She kept on thanking me that she was going to try it, and the next day she tried it, right, and I felt happy that okay, I gave her this idea. And she utilized the idea, and then she came back to me in the DM, or like she tried it and it did well. She was thanking me there. Right there at that point in time was when I started building a very good relationship with her. And whenever I go to her content, even though these days I've not really been commenting like that on her post, when she sees my comment, she's always happy, right? The kind of reply she gives to me is different from the reply she gives other people because she knows this man, right? She knows she takes time to go through my profile once in a while, right? She comments me. I've started building a relationship with her, and even while she's doing her fair, I've offered to help her, right? In one of these fairs, and she was like, I should not bother that she has it covered, right? I'm trying to find ways to give value to her so that I'll be able to have a deeper connection with her. Many other people like that on LinkedIn. Right? I have so many friends that I try to find a way to help them. I try to find a way to be of value to them because the best way to connect with people is by leading with value. It is by leading with value, right? People like Luke Matthews. I've done a couple of things for Luke Matthews. I might not be able to say them here, right? Because a lot of them are confidential. I've done some things for Jacob Pegs, right? I try my possible best to give them tips. See, these people that you admire so much, right? These top 1% people, people that have so many followers, they do not know it all. You need to know this, that they do not know it all. They are human beings. They only know what they know. You might know something that they know. You might know something that someone like Chinelo Okoye does not know. Someone like Minali does not know. Something that somebody like Sonike Tomde Williams does not know. Or even Denu or myself does not know, right? You can give us a tip. And if you observe me and you see that maybe I'm making a particular mistake, or sorry, not mistake now, right? Maybe I'm not doing something, or you come across something on the internet, right? You come across something on LinkedIn that relates with what I'm doing, and you believe that this thing can be of value to me. I believe that if I use this thing, if I see this thing, I'm going to get value from it. You can send me a message one day like, hey, I saw this thing, and I felt it was going to be useful to you. You should try it out, right? And of course, I'll try it out. People love tips. People love to be given tips, right? There's a way to even use this thing to get more clients, right? To do outbound, right? Or rather, to build a deeper connection with prospects that get them to even want to reciprocate. But it is those that join the implementation program that I'm going to be going very deep on how to use this leading with value to even get prospects to feel like they should work with you, to feel like they owe you one. And when you get on a sales call with them, they just feel like they owe you one, or you are the right person for them to work with. You should learn to lead with value, right? I want you guys to write in the chat box, I will always lead with value. I will always lead with value. If you want to make it in this life, if you want to move fast in this life, you need to be valuable, not just yourself, not just your family members, not just your friends, but to every human being that you come across. Find a way to give them value, right? Find a way to give people value. And The more you do this, the more you move up the ladder of life. The more you do this, the more you move up the ladder in your industry. You need to give people value. That is the way to make it. Everything that Deno has said today, right? If you really want to implement it, you start by leading with value. Even when I met him, right? I started from celebrating, right? Okay, yeah, lead with value. But initially, you should start by celebrating, because if you celebrate somebody, everybody loves to be celebrated. That's why you see kings, right? When they have all this, for those of you that are Nigerians, even for any part of the world that you are in, right? I'm sure you have communities that you have kings or royalties or people that are rulers, right? They have specific bands that, you know, come and play for them to praise them, right? It makes them happy. That's why you see in all these bars or this party, when the musician starts calling somebody's name and start praising them, the person will feel so moved, will come and start spraying the musician money. It's because people love to be celebrated. Even God loves to be celebrated, right? That's why we give praises, that's why we worship him, because the more we worship, the more we celebrate him, right? The more we praise his name, the more he's going to bless us. So learn how to celebrate people, especially those that you want to connect with. Celebrate them first, connect with them, give them value. It is value that when you give them value, they are surely going to reciprocate it, even if not immediately, right? It might take someone 2 3 months, 6 months, even 1 year, even 3 years to reciprocate something that you did for them. But lead with value. Always be the person that is leading with value in any relationship you find yourself, and believe in me, it's going to work for you, right? If you saw the post I shared today, I was talking about how I do not have that much followers, right? Because I genuinely do not spend that much time on LinkedIn as I used to when I started, because of work, right? Because I have a whole lot of work to do outside of LinkedIn, right? I have almost 30 people, right, in my coaching program, and I have to spend time with these people, right? And if you are in my coaching program, you know how much I love to spend time to try and get you to move forward. How I try to get things to work for you. And so I don't really have that much time spending on LinkedIn to be engaging as much as possible. So I think it's be affecting my growth in a way. But I don't pay attention to that, right? I pay more attention to trying to connect with people strategically, trying to give them value, right? If I learn a new tip today and I think that this tip is going to work for somebody, maybe like Jacob Pex, right? Or even Ryan, right? Or any of my friends internationally, or even the big guys, right? Even not even big guys. It's not only big guys you should be focused on connecting with, right? Sorry. You can also connect with your peers, right? You can connect strategically with your peers, right? And when you do these things, right, they make you have a lot more um should I even call it real estate? But it gives you a lot more power. It gives you a lot more um, options, right? Because you guys, I'm sure you have heard that your network is your network, right? Because the more, if you are if in your network you have 100 billionaires in your network, right? You are definitely going to be a billionaire very soon, right? If the people in your network are so valuable, you are definitely going to be a person of value, right? These things work hand in hand, right? Somebody please write your net my network is my net worth, right? I want you to write it in the chat box that my network is your network, because you need to understand this thing, right? And connect with people that have value, right? Strategically, and not just connecting with them, right? You should focus on giving them value and give them value for the long term, so that you are able to come into their inner circle, you are able to collaborate with them. A lot of you want to collaborate with me, but you probably have not done it well, right? You have not led with value, or you have not hit my G spot in my head, right? We all have G spots in our head, right? Permit me to use that word. We have G spots in our brain. And when somebody touches, right, it makes us want to work with them. It makes us want to reciprocate whatever it is they've done for us, right? You want to connect. It is very possible for you to collaborate with somebody like Sonuke Williams, Tomide, right? You just have to hit his G spot the right way. It's very possible to connect with someone like Victor Yanolua, someone like Okoye Chinelo, Oche, right? Even international people. Like, see the way I connected with Arif, right? How did I become a member of the Juicy team? I led with value, right? These guys were my friends, and they were looking for somebody to, you know, to join the the group they were about to start, and they checked a couple other Africans, and they all decided I should be the one that would join them because each and every one of them I had led with value. I had given them something of value. I had impacted them one way or the other, and they loved it, right? So, like I was saying, sorry, I had to turn off for a while. So, yeah, so I impacted these guys individually, and they decided to bring me to the team, and this helped me to connect more with their network, right? In fact, it got to a point that 60 to 70% of people that I was connected with were Asians, people from India, people from Pakistan, right? They kept on coming, trying to connect with me because I was connected with their friends, right? And it helped me a lot to grow fast. There was a time I was growing really fast. I was everywhere on LinkedIn, right? Because I had led with value at some time in the past, connected with these people, impacted them, and then they wanted me to be part of their inner circle, right? This is the way to do it. You should always lead with value. I came here today to let you know that if you want to win fast, if you want to scale your business fast, find people that are either on the same journey with you or are a couple of steps ahead of you, and try to connect with them. And when you're trying to connect with them, right, on a deeper level, try to be the one to lead with value, right? Try to be the giver before you receive. Try and give one, two, three, four. Give as much time as possible. In fact, if you don't collect anything from them after you have given them like 10 to 20 times, it's not bad. You don't give, continue to give as many times as possible, and then collect as less times as possible. Give as much time as possible, collect as less times as possible, because the more you give is the more you receive. These things are fundamental, right? Fundamental. And you need to apply this thing in your business. You need to apply these principles in your life. Okay, so if you're understanding me, if you have understood everything I've said since I came live, please let me know it by giving my fire emojis. I need those fire emojis because I love to see fire everywhere. I love to know that you guys are getting me. You guys are energized by the way I'm trying to explain these things to you. So please give me my fire emojis, right? Give me those fire emojis. I want to see them. Yes, yes, I'm seeing what you guys are saying. Sadoni says we always lead with value. Abigail says I will always lead value to anyone I come across to move higher. Right? Martha says our network is our network. Samson also said his network is his network, and that is the way it is, right? The more valuable people you have in your network, the higher your net worth, right? The more people that have value, right? The more value that you have, the more access you have to value. And that's just, if you do not have fire emojis, give me something else. Give me your favorite emojis, right? Thank you. You're wonderful. Keep them coming. I'm loving the emojis that I'm seeing. You guys are awesome, right? You guys are awesome. So I've used up enough time. Rather, we have used up enough time, and since we came here late today, we did not start as early as possible, of which I still apologize on my behalf and that of Denu, right? But we are going to be rounding this up tomorrow, okay? And by the ending of tomorrow, this special offer now that we have for both the community, and the implementation program, they are going to be coming to an end. Although I have I'm a very empathic person, right? I understand that a lot of you, right, want to. What happened now?
Wait, wait, wait. Before.
I understand that a lot of you, are looking to join the community. Sorry, I'm trying to get my stuff back on. Yeah, yeah. So, all right. So we're back on. So I understand a lot of you want to join the implementation program. A lot more people want to join the community, and I'm thinking of how to make it easier for you guys. But here's the thing: it's gonna be going up at the end of Saturday when we when this 7 days masterclass comes to our end, because tomorrow we're rounding it up. Tomorrow we're going to be going to the final stage, right? And I am very certain that if you people, you implement these things we've been discussing about from right from day one, right? Day two, day three, day four, day five, right? If you implement these things, you're gonna get results, right? Because we have implemented it ourselves, right? All these things I'm telling you are things that are tested and trusted. I'm not coming here to tell you something that I've not tried. I don't do that, right? It's something that I've used myself and it has worked for me. And I believe that it's going to work for you too, right? If you don't join the implementation program, if you not join the community, I'm not saying that you are not going to get results. You will get results if and only if you are going to be accountable to yourself. And one of the hardest things to be is to be accountable, right? Even I myself, once in a while, I have some accountability partners, right? People that were on the same journey with each other, and we are pushing ourselves. So that is why we have created this system. It's not really not essentially for us, although I can say we have both selfish and unselfish reasons, right? I'll start with the unselfish reasons, right? We want to give you guys a system to ensure that you get results faster, right? We want to give you guys a community where can be like a safe haven for you, right? Where you can come to anytime, come to get value, come to connect with those people that are on the same journey as you are, right? Ask questions, get answers, get more value, because it was only a little. I know for sure what we have shared here is very valuable and it's going to give you results. But there's so much more we can share, right? There's so much more things I can say. I can teach you so many things from now to the next 30 days, right? And I will not be done. And I want you guys to get this value, right? I want you to get this value so that you can actually get better results, so that you can actually do this thing and be liberated completely, right? So once again, I oblige you guys to. For those of you who can join the implementation program, while it's still at $35, because the discount is gone. We took it down yesterday, right? Some people joined with that, and if you did, you are lucky. But if you did not, it's back at $35, right? And you have from just today and tomorrow to do something about that, right? If you are interested, if you are interested and you do not have the complete $35 or $35,000, right? Wherever, if you are outside Nigeria, it's $35, right? If you are in Nigeria, it's just 35,000 naira. So you can contact Favor and tell her that you are interested, right? And then we'll see what we can do about that. Okay. If you cannot join the implementation program, I suggest you join the community as soon as possible. Currently, it's just 3,000 naira, right? That's cost like your data plan for 2 days, right? That costs like less than the pizza, right? I know a lot of you like pizza. If you like pizza, put it in the chat box. I know some of you have eaten ice cream and pizza this week, right? 3,000 naira, right? It's not so expensive. We use the price of 5,000 specifically for you guys, because we, especially me myself, I respect your time. I respect the fact that you believed in us and you came for this 7 days masterclass for this liberation conference to listen to what we have to say to you. So I respect that, and as a way of saying thank you, that is why we have reduced it from 5,000 to 3,000 for those that are attending live, for those that are attending the conference, for those that are serious and willing to take action. Okay, so like I said, it's going to be getting going back to 5,000 naira, right, by the ending of tomorrow. So ensure you enter the community as soon as possible. Ensure you join the implementation program as soon as possible, right? So we're going to be closing this right now because I've taken so much time. I know you guys. Today is Friday. Some of you want to go and have fun, right? If you're going to have fun this night, you can put it in the chat box. Let's see those of you that want to go and jai. Those of you that want to go and that want to go clubbing, right, or go to a nice bar to eat nkwobi and drink, something nice. Martha, you're wonderful. Thank you so much. You're amazing. You're amazing. You're amazing. Money must work for you. I love that. Money is your slave, and money will work for you. You just have to have the right mindset. You have to believe that you have access to everything that you desire. I have a particular um, screenshot that I use for my wallpaper on my phone. Right, every time I pick up my phone, I see this thing, and it reminds me of how powerful I am. It reminds me of how much control I have over money, right? Of how I'm meant to be a billionaire, right? And I want you guys to have it. So I will send it to Favor, right? So that she can share the wallpaper with you guys. You can also put it on your phone. It has done magic for me. Since I've been using it, I've made a good amount of money, right? Because when I wake up in the morning, I pick up my phone. After I've shown gratitude, I've done a little workout, I pick up my phone, right? It's the first thing I'm seeing. Before I sleep at night, the first thing I'm seeing. Randomly in the day when I pick up my phone, it's the first thing I'm seeing, right? And it's so I want to tell you guys what's on the phone so that you can my phone please, so that you can, yeah. So let me read it out for you guys. So it says I attract money every day, right? I partake in actions that constantly generate money. I provide value to people and they are willing to pay me for it, right? I have a mind of abundance and do not know shortage. Let me say it again so you guys can also type it in the chat box so you will not forget it. Although I'm still going to send to Favor so she can share the screenshots with you guys, right? This I attract money every day. I partake in actions that constantly generate money. I provide value to people and they are willing to pay me for it. I have a mind of abundance and I do not know shortage, right? Somebody right box, I do not know shortage. I have a mindset of abundance. I know nothing like shortage. Everything I want in this life is out there for me to grasp, right? Money is my slave. I will never lack money, right? Even when your reality seems like you do not have money, right? You should try to always put your mindset that you have money, that you have money, that you have money, right? The more you think about it, the more you believe it, the more it becomes reality. There have been some times where I myself, right, I will need to do something. I have some bills to take care of, right? And I'm looking at my bank account. I'm like, shit, I have no money. I might even want to be down, right? Even we sometimes we might feel a little bit down because we are all human beings. I'll be very honest with you, right? We are here, we are inspiring you, we are telling you what to do, right? And but we're human beings. There are some times where I might want to pay for something very expensive, and I'm looking at my bank account. I know that if I take it out, I might not have as much anymore. My mind might want to start playing tricks with me and say, you don't have the money to do it, right? But I quickly, as soon as possible, remind myself that I have money, right? I can do all things, right? I can take care of everything I need to take care of. So I'm going to share this screenshot with you so that you can have it. You can, if you would like to put it as your wallpaper, I'll send it to Favor. She'll share it with you guys in the group. You can also do that, okay? So thank you guys once more for coming here today. Yeah, so I appreciate you. Tomorrow is gonna be the last day. We're gonna be rounding this up. We're gonna be flooring everything that we have discussed from the very first day to the sixth day, and tomorrow will be the right. We're gonna be talking about how to start building wealth, right? We're gonna talk more about how to start building wealth, right? How to become more of a viral authority and influence, and as well as great relationships starting where you are, because you have to start from where you are right now. So we want to tell you how to start from the very point you find yourself. Because some of you might be thinking, how will I do all these things? These two men have come and been preaching to us for the past 6 days, right? You might still not have the mindset or believe that you are capable of doing this thing. But tomorrow we are going to show you how to start from where you are, the very position you find yourself, how to move up, right? How to start implementing from wherever you find yourself, right? And we're going to be talking more about all you are going to be experiencing in the liberation implementation program, right? We're going to be discussing exactly in details all the things that those that join that program are going to get. These past 6 days, we have not really told you everything that you're going to be doing there. We are just giving you some tips that we'll do this, we'll do that. But tomorrow we'll tell you everything, all the features, all the benefits, right? Of both the implementation program and the communities. Okay, so you don't want to miss tomorrow. Tomorrow is is a very big day, right? And once more, I want to thank you guys. You are awesome. Thanks for staying with us. Thanks for not cursing us and say you guys did not stick to the time. You guys are amazing. You are understanding humans, and I love you guys. If you love me too, you can say that in the chat box. At least let me know that you guys love me the way I love you, right? Toluwa she said, where are we seeing favor? We need to appreciate our life here. She's really doing. You will see favor tomorrow. I believe favor is going to be with us tomorrow, right? And you guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. If you love me, let me know in the chat box. Let me know that you guys love me the way I love you too, right? Yes, yes. I'm seeing you guys. I'm just going through the chat box. She said she attracts money every day. She did not run shortage of money. Money is her slave, right? You guys are awesome. You have a mindset of abundance. That is it. I love to hear it. I'll still share the screenshot, like I said, to Favor. I'm waiting to see the love you guys have for me and Denu, so I can, before we close the stream for today. It does not loaded yet on my end, right? You guys are amazing. You're amazing. You're so amazing. You are liberated. And also, right, my liberation has come. My liberation has come. I want to see it. Finally, my liberation is here to stay. I am liberated. Finally, I am liberated. My liberation is here to stay. Right? Yes, I want to say yeah, thank you. I love you too, Martha. You are amazing. You are wonderful. Thank you so much. All right. So thank you guys. You people are wonderful. You people are awesome. You are amazing. You're amazing. And we're gonna end the program right now. See you tomorrow. I can't wait to see you
God
guys
bless
tomorrow.
you all.
God has blessed you and your liberation is here to stay. Have a nice evening, guys. Have a lovely weekend.
Yeah, bye.